Last summer, we had a pit bull. I don't know why he was chained out in a graveyard, left in 95-degree weather with no food, no water, and had been there for days. Animal control brought him in, and he was on death's door. Homeward Bound helped us out with that. He is in a loving family now. He bounced back, luckily.
Very good.
But he was on death's door. So there's a lot of reasons why people drop them off and don't want to bring them to us. But that is what we're there for, is to try to help the community.
Well, Charlotte, let me ask you this. Since you've been at the shelter, how many cases like that have you seen, like neglected animals?
Daily.
Daily?
Daily. You see it daily. You see dogs come in that are ate up with the mange, starved to death, been hit by a car with broken limbs. I've seen them with brain injuries. I've seen them with arrows sticking out of their sides. Seen one with its head duct taped.
Lord have mercy.
And turned back out in traffic. I mean, people are cruel, and they don't. There's no sense. I mean, they can bring them to us. They don't have to be punished for, for being here.
Now let's talk about the mange, like these diseases that get on. How does mange even get on an animal like that?
There's two different types. One type is from a mite. The other type is hereditary. They're both treatable. The hereditary type can come back throughout their life during stressful times and situations. But they're both treatable. They can both. I got two puppies in 2 weeks ago that I call them hairless rats.
Oh.
They didn't have any hair, and we treated them, and they actually got to go to Lexington yesterday on a transport. They had already, started looking better and was getting their hair back and was really looking good. And they went to Lexington yesterday.
Now, what kind of shots do you give the animals, like rabies shots or things like that?
We don't do the rabies vaccine ourselves. We do have a vet that comes in every other month. She alters the animals for us, and she also does the shots with the rabies vaccine. If it's just something that you can, like puppy, if you come to the shelter and get a puppy, we have given it its first parvo shot, and we have started the deworming process.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you that.
A lot of our dogs we do Bordetella on, which is something for like kennel house. We try to do that. And the cats, we do have shots that we can give them as well.
That is wonderful. I mean, you all are doing so much for animals here in our community and helping out the community, giving back to the community. How can the community give back to you? Since you're a nonprofit, how can they get involved?
Donations, and it don't have to be monetary. We appreciate that, but they can also bring dog food, cat litter, toys, leashes, collars. We do have a donation list. Foster parents for animals that are maybe sick, a nursing mother, maybe puppies that are too little to eat on their own. Volunteers come to the shelter and volunteering. We're a very small shelter with very short staff, so we don't get to pay as much attention to the animals as need be. So volunteers coming up, walking the dogs, playing with the puppies, playing with the cats, that makes a lot of difference in these animals' lives. Wonderful,
wonderful. Deanna, let me ask you this. We've seen such a mighty trend that people want to get in. You got PETA, different organizations, they want to protect animals. And I've seen now in the stores that they even got clothing and things for the animals.
They do, and actually sometimes we get it does not have to be new collars, leashes, animal clothing. We accept used. We also, if you've got old sheets, towels, old blankets, we use all of that stuff every day. So instead of throwing it in the garbage, we can sure use it at the shelter.